Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope all of you are doing well. So this is going to be my review and thoughts on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always the 30th anniversary special that is currently out now on Netflix. I have to say, after viewing this, I really enjoyed it. Now I will mention some minor spoilers in this, so if you do not want to know what happens, then turn this video off, go watch it, and then come back. You have been warned. So, the story in this, we have Billy, who is trying to bring back Zordon. And what I do like is that Zordon's tube has the slash mark that I believe it's Andros from Power Rangers in Space destroyed. They're trying to bring him back, and in doing so, he brings back Rita Repulsa, who is in this robot form. Rita basically has come back due to the negative energy that was still left after Zordon was destroyed in Power Rangers in Space. All that good, from Zordon's energy wiped out all the evil, but Rita's evil was left over and was pretty much sent through the galaxy, and this is the reason why she's able to come back in this robot form. Now, her plan is to use other Power Rangers energy to open a portal that can allow her to travel back in time to the day of the very first episode, where she is released from the dumpster canister at the beginning of the very first episode of Power Rangers. And she is basically kidnapping Power Rangers that are at least from the Mighty Morphin universe. This could be Dino Thunder, Ninja Storm, Zeo, Turbo in Space, Lost Galaxy. I mean, there's just a great list of Power Rangers teams that are in the same universe as the Mighty Morphin. Now, of course, during a battle with the Return Rita, the Yellow Ranger, Trini, is killed in action after trying to save Billy. Of course, a year later, Billy and Zach are trying to, be guardians towards Trini's daughter, who wants to get revenge on Rita. She wants to take over her mom's, wants to take over being the Yellow Ranger. Zach and Billy are against it, and telling her that that's not what a ranger does. A ranger, is a hero. Yes, it has its flaws and has its responsibility, but revenge is not the way to go. And of course, once Jason, Kimberly, and Tommy are kidnapped, it's up to Zach and Billy to take over everything in order to, destroy Rita and her minions. Now, she brings back two villains from the original series with like metallic armor, which is pretty cool. And Billy, I guess, had created this protocol that would allow any Ranger team, if there was a threat, to be contacted in case of an emergency. And we do get this, and of course we get Catherine and Rocky, who return. And we also found out that the power coins, the powers, were duplicated. It was mentioned by Zach that even Zordon had stated this was a bad idea. But now this kind of explains how other Rangers are able to keep the powers that they have. And it would explain a lot more with other seasons on why the powers are still there, because they were duplicated, which I thought was pretty cool. Of course, we get our cameo in some sort for a very small scene with Aisha and Adam, who are part of the SPD space program, and I'm kind of intrigued on the SPD background, because it seems like, and this is just kind of my thoughts, I feel like the original Mighty Morphin team is responsible for creating SPD. It's not really mentioned, but I am getting that vibe that a couple of the original members are the creators of SPD. And we do get a lot of cool nods and throwbacks to the original series, which I do like, whether that's villains of some sort, just maybe some throwback scenes. Um, so it was very, very nice. And just all in all, I really, really enjoyed this special. It took a different turn than what you're compared to. It took a different. It went on a different path. Is basically what I'm trying to say. It went on a different path, considering that the original series is cheesy, and this does have its cheesiness, but it also has a darker tone. Especially with what Rita tells the Power Rangers, and of course with the death of the Yellow Ranger. And I feel like this was a great way to incorporate the actress who played Trini in the original series. She ended up passing away, I believe, in 2001 due to a car accident. And of course, with the recent passing back in November of J.C. David Frank, I think this was a great nod to them. Now, not everybody was able to return for this special, and what I do like is they used some old audio for Jason David Frank, Austin St. John, and Amy Jo Johnson, and of course, I can't remember the actress's name who played Trini. I do like that they used old audio, so even though they couldn't be part of this, they were still able to be part of it in some shape or form. There were, like I said, there were some throwbacks and callbacks to the original. Of course, Alpha is a different number this time around, but it is kind of the same Alpha from the original series. I do like that. I do like the fact that everything's updated. The command center has a new updated look, which is pretty cool. Excuse me. And I do like that. And in some shape or form, it does open the door for a possible sequel or a possible, second special, from the kind of vibe I have been getting. And I think that would be pretty cool if they decided to do that. But with that being said, that is my review for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always special. I was hoping that there would have been a lot more cameos from other Rangers, whether that was some of the OGs or, some from Turbo, Space. I mean, in some way we did. But all in all, I thought it was a really fun time. Great story. It's definitely going to make you laugh. It's going to make you tear up. It's just really, really cool that Netflix was able to do this for us. And it's crazy to think that we're already at 30 years already since it originally aired. So, and I will say this, no Bulk and Skull. I really wish Bulk and Skull would have been in this, or at least some reference. That's my only downfall with it being this 30th anniversary special. Like, there's no mentions of what everybody's been up to except for the characters that you see on screen. So I really felt like it was lacking things, but there might be a reason for that. We could, end up getting a second special, and if this does well, I would not be surprised if it does happen. So with that being said, that's my review and thoughts on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know what your thoughts are on this special if you've seen it. So don't forget to comment, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and until next time guys, I am Film Talk with Mikey, and next time we'll talk films. Peace.